Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. Lots of you said how much you like the real-time videos, so I thought I would do a collage page, film it in real time. So yesterday I downloaded some books from Collage Soup. I've got the Bad Mood Muffins, I love that one. What's this one called? Can't remember. My Future's So Bright, that's another one of the books. And what was the other one? Sunshine, Rainbows and Lollipops. And I've done them as ebooks. So last night I sat in front of the telly and cut out loads and loads and loads of images. So these images will be from one of those books. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of stash them all in a box or in a folder somewhere. I've got some that I've used as like bits of background and some that are focal points. Just really lovely, colourful pieces that would be lovely to use. I love that little face, it's so cute. And that flower. Little flowers. Oh, rainbows along the bottom, maybe? Don't know. I could give him that as a hat. Let's take that bit off there. I think having them all cut out as well, I went through the books and found all my favourite images and just printed those out and cut them out ready. Let me just switch that off. Oh, that's quite cute actually, because then I thought I've got something I can kind of work with. I can just sort of sift through and use the bits that I want. So I have got a folder here of bits that I've taken out of other books, so I may just pop these in one of these sleeves, and then I know they're all safe, so I can come back and sift through them. I love these buildings. Oh, I'm in love with these Collage Soup books, and there is going to be some very exciting news coming soon. They're just great when you want that kind of quick creating, pop that image you don't have to think about. And particularly if you've got a printer and you buy them as an ebook, they are such good value because you know you can use the images over and over again. So that is really good. Okay, let's pop those in there, and then that one as well. Let's get you in there. And I'll just leave that there. Okay, so I think that's probably what I'm going to go with to start off this page. Is I'm going to use this little lad. Oh, some rainbows. I'm going to give him a funky hat. I don't know what else, but we'll see as we get going. Might need a couple more rainbows maybe. So quite a lot of pink here. I think maybe a blue on the background to start off with. So this is a large Dylusions journal. I'm just making sure that this is all in camera shot. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to go in with some blue first. Now, one of my lovely friends gave me this fabulous tool. I'm going to have a go at scraping some paint on with it. Oh my gosh, look how beautifully that just glides on there. Oh, fab. Okay, let's grab another colour. Lemon. I'm just going to pull some colours onto here, not really overthinking this, just want something on this background. Oh, it's a little bit squeaky. I think some taffy might be quite nice. So I'm going to keep the background quite pale. I quite often don't really know when I start pages like this where it's going to go. I mean, obviously I've selected those images just merely based on the fact that I like them, because that's enough. I think it's fun to experiment with different ways of getting the paint on the page, although I've got to be honest, I'm not keen on the squeaky noise. Ugh. Okay, right, let's grab some stencils. So I have recently just had a release of stencils that I designed for Natalie May Scrapbooking. This is one of them. Let me just put my heat tool and give this page a quick dry. Ooh. This one is called, is it Cellular? Yeah, it's called Cellular. And that's drying quite quickly actually because it's on quite thin. I'm just going to grab my paint palette and a sponge. I think I might use, I'll go in with some watery first. Oops. I don't mind that this background's going to be quite subtle. That's going to be nice. It is very subtle, but that's okay. So this watery is just going to push some of those pinks into the background a little bit. Then let's go in with a little bit of taffy. I can't put too much watery out there, but I can use it on another page. That's not a problem. This is just about getting a little bit of interest on this background and then making it not too bold so I can go in with those lovely images and make those do the work for me. Let's go in with a little bit of lemon now. Sunshine, I mean, not lemon. Silly me. Aren't they happy colours together? Happy. Happy, happy. Okay. Now I've got those done. A little bit of water there, so I'm going to stick this little cutie at the bottom. I think I'll go in with him first actually. Let's pop some Dina Wakley Media Glue on here. It's brilliant, this glue. It's so easy to use and it really does the job well. So if I mostly put him at the bottom, then I can put rainbows over. Oh, actually, should we go flowers next? I'm not sure we need that bee on there. I think what I'm going to do is just cut that off there. I'm going to save that little buzzy bee or fly or whatever it is. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to stick these flowers on. Okay, these are one of my favourite flowers. In the UK we call these echinacea, I know that they are also called cone flowers, and they're super pretty. So I'm just going to lay that on there. That's funny, there's a fly. Out you go. Right, you want to get in on the video? Go on, scoot. It's a little worker bee. Can you hear it? It's because I've got my door open. It's quite warm. You not decide. I think that way works. Let's go that way. I like that. And then let's put some of these along the bottom. I don't really like fussy cutting, as you know, but I did find it quite relaxing actually last night. Just sat in front of the telly, kind of listening, cutting out, and it's made this so much quicker. It's not found its way outside yet. I can still hear it buzzing. Okay. Right. So we've got those nice images on there. Pretty cool. So the printer that I've used to print these out is a laser printer, so it's means that the images are kind of going to be water fast, so they won't run. So if I wanted to, I could go in and add more colours to these. Ooh, raspberry. I can kind of darken them up a little bit, give them a bit more zing. This is Scribble Stick from Dina Wakley. Raspberry. That's like her most recent release. She brought these out in just such lovely, lovely colours. So Scribble Sticks, if you don't know, they are just sticks of pigment and they are water soluble. So that's got no water in it. What that's doing in there, it's got a little bit. So you can go in and you can pull the pigment around once you've drawn with it. And with the Scribble Sticks, you need to press on quite hard to lay the pigment down. Neo Colour 2s are very similar. They're a lot softer, so they don't need you to kind of be quite as aggressive when you're laying the colour onto your image. I think sometimes it's fun to just have a little play with adding more colour to the images. And you can soften those lines as well that you've drawn. Pull them out a bit. Okay, so then there's also in this new release there's syrup, which is this lovely sort of browny coppery colour. I love it. And I might just use I'll try rouge on this one. This is one of the new colours as well. This, I don't know, I never realised quite how pink the rouge was. I always considered it one of the reds, but actually it's quite pink, isn't it? It's almost identical to the colour on this coneflower. Okay, and then let's just see. I've got a bit of the raspberry in my brush there, but it doesn't matter. That's okay. Still in the same family, so it will be perfectly fine. Right, and then this is olive. It's a beautiful bright green. If you've got olive, I bet you've not used it much. If you're like me, no, I was like, ugh, don't like that green. A bit like mustard, I wasn't keen on that, but it's a gorgeous colour. And I am tempted to kind of draw some more leaves on there. This is malachite. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Are we going to stress about that? No, we are not. Because mistakes happen. Does it have to be perfect? No. So when that voice inside you is going, oh, no, you've spoilt it now. No, you haven't. It's all good. Orchid. A bit of a scribble stick play. Don't know that I've ever used scribble sticks on these images before, but this is working really nicely. Just to kind of add a bit more depth. Could do with something to add on there, couldn't we? I wonder if that little... Is that a bit weird? Fly, he's got a fly on his head. That was quite funny. Is there... I think I cut out some butterflies yesterday. That's quite enormous. What about that one? That's almost too big. I'm not no to the fly. I quite like the fly. Works all right. No, that's definitely too big. But the fly, I don't know, it's a bit weird, but it works. This page kind of makes me think about young children's curiosity and how that can get stifled as we grow older. I'm going to put a fly on his head because I think that's slightly odd. That way? That way. I don't know. Up the other way, I think. And the good thing about kind of playing with these sorts of images is that you don't have to do anything that's real. You can just be slightly crazy and, yeah, put a fly on someone's head if you want to. This is marine. Oh, it's a nice dark colour. Just to come in with a little bit of shadow. few more leaves down here. Yeah, like it's kind of going off the page. And because it was on my desk and I thought I'd use it, so, you know, why not? I'm going to have to be a little bit careful because obviously that's damp with the glue that's under there. The great thing about these scribble sticks is that you can actually do what it says, which is scribble and just lay down some pigment nice and easy. Okay. Lots of washi tape that would work. I think maybe just a bit down here, and we'll pop a bit of glue because washi isn't permanent, and if you don't glue it, then you know it can come off. So if you want it to stay, you need to give it a little bit of a hand. Pop a bit of glue down for it. Will just help it stay put where you want it to be. Okay, I've kind of disappeared some of those rainbows, haven't I? But still like it. I might put some of this up at the top as well, just so that it helps to kind of frame the page. I've got some bits left, so I'm going to stick those down here. Just layering. This is going to be a really colourful page and I like it. Down here too. Maybe the quote for this is like, let out your inner child, let them out to play. Let them out to play because it's fun. Let your imagination run. Oh, okay. Let your imagination run. So, going in with a bit of black and white. These washi tapes are from All and Create, these black and white ones. We've got loads and they are gorgeous. There we go, I've actually got it going there. And I think it's fun to layer washi. But there again, don't forget your glue. You can create some kind of interesting patterns. And it's also a good way to use your washi stash. Unless, of course, you just like looking at and stroking your washi stash and you don't want to use it. So, you know, if you use it, you can always buy more. Not that we need an excuse, do we really? Okay. Put a bit there, I think, and that'll do. I'll call that done with the washi. It's nice just for adding like little accents. This is such a quick way to create. You know, if you were going away and you had a small journal, you could cut out some images from Collage Soup, take some scribble sticks and some washi tape and a bit of Dina's glue, some pens, job done. You're sorted. So what I feel this is missing now is a little bit of, we need some dark text. So So I have a stencil in here that I designed for Nat, which I'm not sure if this is going to get released at some point. I think this was in last month's online class. And I'm going to go with, I do want a bit more black in here, but I don't want a massive amount. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to use a blending tool and a foam, and I'm just going to get a little bit on there, so it's more of like a kind of smudgy effect. And it's going to connect that bit of washi through with the rest of the page, and I can kind of pull it over in some places. There we go, that'll do. Okay. And then, you know, if you feel that that's gone too bold in some places, you can come in with a little bit of watery and just push it away like this. Push it back. If you like, well, I wish I'd not done that, it's really bold. Okay. I often say there are very few things you can do that you can't kind of fix in mixed media. I mean, obviously, if I threw black paint at this, that's very difficult to fix unless you just would then work on the black. But, you know, so that stenciling came on quite dark, didn't it? But just by going in with a bit of a wash, you can kind of reduce that chaos, push it away a little bit. Okay, so this is a Stabilo all pencil. It's a water soluble pencil, and I just want to go over some of these petals, pull them forwards a bit. This is one of those pencils that will write on anything, so and then of course the new clear gloss that Dina's just released, I can give this page a very careful light spritz, and it will fix the Stabilo pencil so that it won't smudge onto the page opposite when the book's closed. Means it's so versatile. Okay. Little face is so sad. I think I'm going to do my writing first, and then I'm going to come in with a bit of stamping and maybe some white as well. So I just want to kind of lift some elements of this too. I wonder if there's a really help if I could type, wouldn't it? I just want something. I think I'm just going to put my own words on here. So this washi is not easy to write on, but I think if I layer it, it will be all right. Right, see, that wiped off. Didn't like it. Goodbye. I think I am going to write in here instead. For me, that means that what if. So I used to be an early years teacher, as a lot of people know, and I think one of the most amazing things about young children is they're fearless when it comes to trying new things. They just jump in and give it a go. And that's that we lose as we get older because we're scared of getting it wrong. But actually, it's so important, I think, to keep that mind set. Particularly when you're kind of playing with your mixed media supplies and your art journaling, that what if, I wonder if, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do this? Will this work? No, it might not, but it might. You might discover something new and life-changing and amazing. So keep your minds open for new things. Be willing to try. And then I quite often like to go in and write more and just go in and add more words. There's a little sausage. He's cute. I think we might need some love hearts down here. What's the significance of the fly on his head? I don't know. It doesn't really have a purpose, but I really like it. I like how that's come together. I have the curiosity of a child, is slightly crazy, very colourful, a little bit bonkers, but I love it. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed watching this page come together, full of colour. Yeah, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.